This is getting very, very messy with the way I'm sorting out my units. That's okay, I can handle messy. Can't handle being flanked this badly though. Let's get some units in there, tear them apart, and there's probably not a huge need for war score in this war. This is all I need. It only requires 41. That is all I need, right? Looks good. And we'll have enough war score for that in no time, he says. Shame about those pretender rebels though, but we'll deal with this and then we'll turn our attention to the other side of the country. As long as we have our cheating git, the 3 sieger. Jinx, what are you guys sitting around doing nothing for? I'll have some of you help out there, and the rest of you, there's work to be done. Although if he wants to go north and start pipping away at my colonies, then I'm going to have a bone to pick with him. Okay, really won't be long. I imagine once this fort goes down, he'll be giving in to all of my demands like the good little Korean he is. Can't handle my StarCraft powers. Perhaps I overestimated my abilities there. Tickle him at the capital. That usually changes his mind. I'm fighting this laughably inefficiently and with no manpower. And I don't really mind him taking a few provinces up there. It makes little difference. Nice to get Kairi's soundtrack playing whilst we're fiddling around in Asia, though. One could say it's very fitting, and they'd be right. Oh, hello, I recognize these guys. It's the impressive might of the Korean army. Back for more. Probably should have taken that into account at least a little bit, but there's a 14% chance we'll end this war before... Nope, that's going to cause me some issues, because they're going to crush me. I wonder if we're going to hold out long enough to move back to Hetuala. And out we go. Thanks, Baluchistan. You just take the flak for that one. And with that, they're keen to get the offensive going again. Well, no need for us to bleed excessively over that. Let's just take care of the provinces to the south, and they can faff around with those all they want. See, easy as that. Korea is making gains, -10. I wonder if they stopped the whole show superiority. They did not. But now we got this. Well, we'll have it a bit more if Baluchistan don't wander aimlessly into their death. Wits for Jake fail at StarCraft because no pause button. Sure enough, I've never played StarCraft. I can't really say anything about it, but I do work with Starnan, who is a washed-up has-been StarCraft 2 streamer. So I do know a bit about it. And I do love some extra production efficiency as well. Come on, I'm not asking for much, Korea, just give it up. Now we can all go home and like this is a bad headache. Oh jings, they are actually going to be defeating Baluchistan and turning around some of the war score. That's unfortunate. Took it all the way down to 44. And that does mean they're going to be getting a nice making gains there. But they can't say much in the face of losing their capital. So how about we just say this was all a bad dream. I have nobody that I'm intending on breaking you up with, and as long as I get all the provinces in eastern Siberia from you, I could not care less about anything else here. Thanks, Korea. Good fight, good night. Not so happy about this province, though. Well, it's not worth anything, I have no problem with it being 100 autonomy. As for these guys, this is one area here. Let's just core it all up. And yeah, wondering about the usefulness of the forts here. Certainly good for keeping the Chinese out of my way, but I'll probably just keep it on Chara and demolish this castle. Otherwise, though, I think we have some pretenders that we need to take care of. They made all the way over to Kazan. Probably going to take Kazan as well, I would not be surprised. Let's just get our units back home. And sort everything out one way or t'other. There we go, Asia's dealt with. I can't wait to deal with Russia so I can actually get some power on my side. The Ottomans are slowly paying off their debt. I look forward to when they fully pay it off and are actually willing to help me out in wars again. I'm also happy about converting Confucians because they're so much easier to deal with than Muslims. I could rip these sayings out of context and I would sound like a right racist. That's not what I'm going for. I don't want people to know that I'm a racist. That doesn't go down very well in Sweden. Well, it's alright to be racist against anyone that's white around here. A strange country. Filled with strange people. And no, we are not having those Orthodox scum settle anymore. I'm really thinking it is time to go for no syncretic. There we go. Let's get rid of them altogether. Now sadly I can't take my black shamans, and I think I actually lose some of my tolerance of the Sunnis. I'm not entirely sure. That's worth checking out actually. No, yellow shamanism is maintained. That's kind of cool. Bit of a shame, it'll make it harder to convert, but it really helped us in the long run. The short and the long run. So the right decision was made there. Now what about these? Because now I've got a whole lot more to convert. We'll get rid of the Muslims altogether first. Just don't like having them around. And they really hurt the property value. So France and Scotland at war again, or rather, no, Scotland is at war again, but France decided not to help them out because France is getting provincially pummeled by Tuscany and England. Looks like somebody else declared war on Scotland? Okay, so Portugal's now at war with Scotland. I think Scotland are going to have a hard time keeping on to what they grabbed from England at this rate. Black shamanism is greater. Aye, but... well, what's done is done, right? I'm going to have to go and save that capital of mine, re-siege Kazan, get these provinces back, and get ready to destroy Russia. But this gives me a good chance to both get some manpower back, you know, some of the 11,000 that I need. Maybe the nobility can help out with that. Maybe. Let's call them fat so they go on a diet and grab that manpower of theirs. Cheers. Okay, and this is rather nice because we get to defend in the forests of Perm. Might as well get our greatest general on the case, and hopefully we can rout these guys. Now, it used to be when you routed pretenders, all of their occupations got lifted. Wonder if that's still the case. I've played this game for so long, it's often that I get my head trapped in old rules that are no longer valid. Let's get everyone down here together so I can sort my units out good and proper. Okay, naturally it isn't that easy. We'll get this de-sieged on the double. And then it's time for Russia to fall. Jake, recruit a single merc, de-siege those provinces. Nah. It's probably good on my budget to do that, but nah. Tell you what, I don't need this extra guy, so he can go and do it. So how are we looking at this? Russia is allied with Theodoro and Gotland. I just need to crush them and take back those cores, which I have 4 years to declare the war for. Less than that, really. I need those Novgorodian cores back on the double. I wonder if I can also get Polotsk cores back on the cheap. I guess we'll be finding out soon. One option is to pay off a chunk of the Ottoman debt so that they get involved and fight for me. It would be nice, would also be a huge toll on my finances, so what I'm going to do is chop down my own army maintenance to try and save up a few ducats for that. So what do we have here? 8, 5 and 6, which means you need one of those, and you're good. And what do we have here? 7, 6, 7, which means you need one of those. So the rest of you guys are fairly free to do with as you please. I want you to de-siege that. The cannon will take care of those. And all is well. Jake, improve relations with Novgorod. I've certainly got some very lazy diplomats on the go here, don't I? You can come on home. I do not want Buryatis rising up here at all. It would be a real shame to take a hit to the autonomy here. 100 autonomy would be nasty. Also, who are you? Why are you here? Well, matters little, doesn't it? I should probably bring you guys over here safe in the knowledge that there's going to be a revolt, but once there is, I can put it down and be hunky-dory. It's worth thinking about, eh? Still got a little bit before the accursed Russians come for me. How long does it even take to get over there? A year. Alright. Well, we know we have to deal with the Buryatis anyway, so we got it. Just hope the Ottomans don't declare some crazy war between now and then. I need them to take care of that debt that they have, and boy have they got debt. Jake, claim up Trebizond. I have no interest in Trebizond lands. I guess siege ability is going to help us out a fair chunk. So yeah, Novgorod, you should be a bit friendlier with me. Ottomans, it's always good to keep you tapped up because you help us with this, for example. Western arm trade minus 10%. And if I get that Tech 19 on my military, which I'm very close to doing, in fact I should get it before the Russian war. Jings, there's going to be some burning going on. Do I want this? I don't think it helps us out all that much at this time. Now those Buryatis wish to rise up. We'll be ready for them. Well, as ready as we can be, right? Ah, you're a bit too slow there. And all looks well for Perm. One revolt to mercilessly beat down. One Russian bear to also mercilessly beat down. And we'll be good. Get those cores on the go so I stop hemorrhaging money for rooting out corruption. Actually, am I even paying anything towards that? Not a penny. Wow, that's nice. Jake, all your colonies are just fur, iron, and copper. Don't knock that. All three of those trade goods are very valuable. Fur, 3.5. Iron, 4.5. Copper, almost 3.5. That's good money. Gold is also good money, but gold is inflation too, so gotta keep that in mind. Why do I have an extra artillery here? You are surplus to requirements. Make your way over to where the excess units lay about. Really feel like I would benefit from putting a fort on my capital. But then again, I've been thinking about moving my capital for some time, because I pay enormously for my states, more than I really have to. Oh, I want that discipline, but I need the money at the moment, because I may want to send the Ottomans a little gift to help them clear out their debt. It's worth 1,000 ducats to have the Ottomans bleed for me against Russia. Especially since they won't expect anything if I call them in using favours. And I can expect that the Ottomans are not going to be my friend forever, and it's not really worth spending all that. Not at all. Plus I can give them Theodoran lands, which will make them happy enough. I don't need it. But then again, I don't know to what degree that's going to save me. I'd be essentially bankrupting myself just to get the Ottomans to join in. It's risky, but that's kind of appealing, isn't it? Jake, you're very casual about repeatedly towing artillery through Siberia. Aye, it's just who I am. Jings, that hurts. That hurts a lot. No guarantee that we're going to win that. In fact, I rather think we're not going to. Yikes, that's painful. Just when we almost had manpower, it goes away again. But we take care of these guys. We also turn it into a state, core the whole damn lot, and then we have a nice gold province that actually gives us some money for a change. Still, kiss goodbye our money again. So where are you running to? That doesn't really matter, does it? You guys make your way over to Nogay. We have the excess in the Rhin, and I still consider what to do about the Ottomans right now. They are very keen to join in this, except for the debt. 2,300 ducats of debt. How many loans is that? Fortunately, I have the power to figure this out. The Ottomans have 3 loans. 3 loans at 27, which means I would have to pay off, yeah, 2 of those. Which is probably more than I can afford to, but I can also check and see how much money they have themselves. So if I go Ottomans, their treasury is actually at 800, so if I gave them 1,000 ducats, they would probably pay off most of that. And I'm just crazy enough to send the Ottomans 1,000 ducats. Do it, my friend. Ah, they just allied Jampur in that very moment. And the Ottomans, oh, that's also painful. Oh, there's a lot of pain going in all this. However, I am not one to be outdone. What I can do is I can boost my trust with them ever so slightly. And then I can say, Ottomans, get to work. Now, Theodoro could be made into a co-belligerent for no real extra pain. Jampur is a huge extra pain. But the Ottomans are now Western and extremely powerful. There's no sense dilly-dallying. I need those cores back for my vassal. This will be the reintegration of what's a fairly high... Okay, Novgorod is a very high development province, so we'll be having it back. It's going to be a while till we get the ticking war score for it, though, but still. There's no sense dilly-dallying. Let's just do it. Jampur are going to be painful. A lot of this is going to be painful. Damn that Jampur. Jampur will have access because look at this, they can march through my my march there. So Theodoro and Gotland. I might as well make Theodoro a co-belligerent so I can grab provinces off of them on the cheaper. I don't mind if Trebizond get involved. Trebizond didn't even have a fort there. But damn you Jampur, just that extra day hurt. They're not interested in land, go figure. So yeah, I'll be having Novgorod back, please. Don't mind if Theodora's a co-belligerent, and let's just do it. Let's not even think about it, let's just do it. Gotland, Theodoro, and Jampur. Oh, that Jampur is such a pain. Okay, but you can't worry about such things. What I can do is say, here you go, nobility. Stop being a pain. Holy smokes, those numbers are no joke. Not really in a position to be dealing with all this. And I just Vusked most of my money on backup from the Ottomans. Right, we had a revolt here, so it's worth our time to get converting. Focus our efforts there. Also focus our efforts in investing in military tech 19, which is going to make us destroy our enemies, expensive though it may be. Upgrade our units to some Saxon infantry. Why are they Saxon? I don't have an answer for that. But we are so hurting on manpower right now. With a bit of luck, the Ottomans can do all the heavy lifting with Tech 18. But the Jampur are on their way. Do I knock out Jampur? Oh, Sweden! Sweden just sent us a gift of 85 ducats. That's very nice of them. Maybe some other do-gooders will get involved. Speaking of doing good, excellent work, Ottomans. We need more of that. Novgorod are on the case, and there are a lot of Ottoman troops around to help. Isn't that nice? Jake, don't forget Ming Condottieri. Ming have a truce with me, they won't be sending any Condottieri. Ming have a truce with me, he says. Where'd that Ming truce go? Guess it ran out. Okay, Yemen also sending us gifts. There are quite a few people that have a big problem with the Russian scourge. And they're willing to help us out with their wallets. That's the best possible way to help me out. Did I lose my Inquisitor? I lost my Inquisitor. They never quite last long enough, do they? And we don't get another one for 9 years. Well, needs must. Oh, jinx, what's all these guys? I want friendlies to attach to you. Ah, okay, that's the problem. The Ottomans are seeing us as someone to guide them, but I'm not about to guide them, heavens no. I don't want anybody to be having them attached to them. It would be more efficient, granted, for me to guide my my friends to where they need to be, but I'm not going to be doing it, because I'm not a nice guy. What do I do, though? Knocking out John Pure is a good step to take. They have a lot of troops, and they're a big annoyance. Whereas Russia won't be quite so bad with the Ottomans on the case. Why? Okay, Russia got some condottieri from Lubeck, since they were friendly. Okay, but I have every confidence that the Ottomans can take them out. We will focus on John Pure in that case. Would be a good idea to hire some mercenaries since I have all this money. Shirvan also helping me out. Let's get this going. Can Jake form Rome as Perm? I could, but I'm not going to. I have no interest in doing that whatsoever. Let's get our greatest on the case. Focus Russia. John Pure can't assist much. Well, you say that. They're marching 44,000 troops into my land. Bribes growing more accepted. Get out of here. There's no way bribes are growing accepted around here. That'll be able to get rid of itself on its own. There's no sense in me investing into that. Not so happy about this, mind. 4th of March, 25th of February, 5th of March. Dang. Those guys are pretty forfeit. Even so, I don't have many units to actually take them out with. Alright, I'm just going to have to accept that they're going to be taken out. It is regrettable. Honourable people. Of course we are. But that extra prestige is very much appreciated, since I did just recently switch to non-syncretic. Okay, he's on his way. It's not a river crossing between these two provinces, right? It is not. And he has 4 fire, but we have 4 shock. Alright, we're just going to merge you guys together, since that is all the army we have these days. Glad I took that Kazan province now. Hope the Ottomans can see this through, though, because if they end up getting ravaged, that's bad news for me. Alright, we're flanked pretty heavily, but we're stronger than them. Goodbye, manpower. I never knew you. Ouch. You're great, but I am going to end up needing that siege individual here. I have to trust my well, yes, my vassals, but also my good friend Ottomans to keep the hope alive in the West. That's what I paid them for. That's what I paid them handsomely for. And I think perhaps it is high time that I actually got some of those mercenaries on the go. I have the money, I do not have the manpower, and that is the reason you hire mercs. I was trying not to rely too heavily on mercs, but needs must. More meat for the meat grinder. Once again, John Pure causing me issues. Maybe now I shall take them down the pain train that is humiliation. finally issue that embargo I should have given them long ago. Yeah, this 3 siege is going to help us out, but just look at how many John Pure troops there are. When I see that, I'd rather just get them kicked out of the war on the double. Okay, what's happening is you guys are switching. Because I am not having my infantry take undue attrition around here. Alright, so we got row. I really do not want to attack into mountains for all this. What's the best way to deal with John Pure then? Because they're not going to want out of this war fast, but if I do what I did before and I march my way through, I can take care of Lahore. Should be easy since it's farmlands. Then through Delhi. That doesn't work so well. It would be better going Kangra. Yeah, same route as before, even if it is a bit more time consuming. Lazy colonist again, Jake. Thanks for the heads up. Now, wait, one of you are there? Did I lose one of my... Okay, I think that's a 1 stack that I had colonizing, or at least somewhere was. In any case, you're a cannon that isn't doing much. Get you closer to the front lines, and... You're really not doing much. Oh well. See if we can't cleave our way through Jean Pure. Jake, do you have any interest in colonizing America? No interest, but I'm going to have to. It's not really an option. Part of the goal here for the Great Perm achievement revolves around that. A newborn daughter once again. Another average claim, but another good heir. Katyu, welcome. Man, Ro just cannot hold out. Fortunately, it goes both ways. It means it's not too hard for us to re-siege. But they have divided their forces a little. Nah, they're coming. I'm playing a dangerous game here. It's hard on the attrition, but I think we'll bunch everyone up together, because if I can make my way into their capital, I should be able to knock them out. Otherwise, this war isn't going quite so hot. Theodore is spilling into my land. At least Novgorod's taking the initiative in the north, but I believe in the Ottomans here. They have fairly high war enthusiasm, and Russia's is waning. If I punch Jean Pure out of this, I'm going to have a much easier time overall. Oh, not the curse of Kangra again. And there goes that cannon I sent. Okay, these guys have a silly amount of troops. Jeez, Kangra truly is cursed. You just can't beat our way through it easily. Spare me, game. This is what I get for not rolling my die. Yeah, there we go. Let's keep you moving under the grand leadership of 3 Siege. Because I need to make my way over to Jaunpur. Okay, Ming continue to fabricate those claims on me, which is quite troublesome because they may want to pull that trigger again. Still allied with Korea, who probably want that land back. So I keep saying it for a while, but I should really let my country recover. I've never really let it. Now we finally have some sailors, so I could actually build up some boats for a change, but this is a risky area to do it too. And there we go. That'll bring Jaunpur out of this before too long. Once that capital goes down, they're going to lose a lot of their desire to be in this. Hopefully the curse of Kangra applies to them as well, but I'd be surprised if it did. And what is this, Trebizond? Do you want out of the war? Well, it just so happens that I want your money. All of your money. How much inflation is that? Oh, Perm will get 40 of this. The rest of it will go to Ottomans. which is kind of good for keeping them out of debt, so I can accept that. See no reason not to.